Hello, my name is Jason Christensen, and I'm going to talk to you today about how to read new to you complex material, how to master a topic through self guided study, and how to write a dissertation. A professor I had in college talked about reading complex material new to you at the Reader's Digest pace. Reader's Digest articles are meant to be comprehended easily so that the reader can read through those articles or stories rapidly. So with this approach, you read for tempo, as if you're mimicking the speed at which you would read a Reader's Digest article, not for comprehension. So the first read through, your mind will be drifting all over the place. Don't worry about it. Just follow the mechanical exercise of reading at that pace, natural pace, reading pace. Second time through, your mind will still be wandering, but suddenly this sentence will jump out to you and little bits and pieces start to connect and you have a better understanding what the article is about. Third time, you have an even greater understanding. Another time, fourth time, your mind will naturally want to engage with that text and understand what it's all about. This is a preferable method than trying sentence by sentence, straining away and trying to comprehend. It doesn't work anyway because you don't see the direction the author is headed in anyway. And when you read it Reader's Digest pace, you have a better idea of the direction the author is heading in anyway. And think about how much less stressful in college it would be. How much less self-destructive partying there would be when people are going out and getting intoxicated, when all they can think of in the back of their minds are those thoughts of, I need to read this and it's really psyching me out. If you just start slowly, ease into it, it's much less stressful. So mastering a topic at your own pace. If you have time, you don't need to go to college. That's the misconception. In order to master some topic, you have to go to college. You do not. You have interests. Find a book. Start with one book. It's interesting. Wow, this is really interesting. Then go to the bibliography in the back. Which titles stand out? Which books look interesting? That looks really interesting. Get that book next. And then go on and on and on. Because everybody, even when they claim they're specialized in the field, antiques or whatever, it's still limited. Nobody can know everything. So this is a great approach because you ultimately decide, what areas you find most interesting, the nature of your specialization. So in my doctoral program, I started under studying structuralism in a linguistics program. And at the ABD stage, I had to transfer to another program when my advisor retired. And there we were working with the cognitive grammar approach, which is vastly different from structuralism. And I applied the same Reader's Digest pace when I first started reading Lanneker's text over and over and over again until I started to comprehend it. And then there were related texts. But what I would do was, once I was really able to understand what all the texts were about, I would start writing notes. I prefer by hand, firstly, and just writing notes. Don't think about the direction. This is all toward writing the dissertation. Just write notes in my notebook. And then I'd have, a number of pages of notes, and then I would type them out. And then I would sit in the library in front of my computer and I would scroll through them over and over again, not worrying about it, not trying to put together pieces because I had to do that firstly. I was just read them firstly, and then my mind would naturally start finding connections and putting the pieces together. And this provides a rough foundation for a dissertation. That's the job of the advisor, is to help you shape the topic because they have a greater knowledge. And for me, it served as a very effective foundation basis.